need to get to that point where our income is more than our expenses. We're talking about household bills. It's good to have a housekeeping account. And I put it in there because we had questions from couples. How do I manage my expenses? Should the husband have an account and the wife have an account and we just pay different bills? It's recommended that you have one account. You come together, and that's what it's all about, a unit. You come together and you have a household account from which you manage your expenses. It's good to have a savings in your name for some privacy. It's always good to have a account there. But when you have a unit and you have expenses, then you need to review the budget and make some important adjustments. I said adjustments because at this stage in our life, we may have a lifestyle, and the lifestyle may have high expenses. Then you need to review the budget and make some important adjustments. I said adjustments because at this stage in our life, we may have a lifestyle, and the lifestyle may have high expenses. We need to get to that point where our income is more than our expenses. We're talking about household bills. It's good to have a housekeeping account. And I put it in there because we had questions from couples. How do I manage my expenses? Should the husband have an account and the wife have an account and we just pay different bills? It's recommended that you have one account. You come together, and that's what it's all about, a unit. You come together and you have a household account from which you manage your expenses. It's good to have a savings in your name for some privacy. It's always good to have a account there. But when you have a unit and you have expenses, a housekeeping account from which bills are paid instead of separate personal accounts for household expenses. You can have a budget for vacation. I'm going to Miami with my family for a weekend. I need to know how much I'm going to spend. Don't just get the credit card and go. You plan how much you're going to spend. You know how much the ticket costs, how much the airfare costs, how much the hotel costs. You have to figure out how much you're going to spend. How much do you have to go shopping with? You know, I'm only going to spend $1,000 on those clothes and toys. And that's your budget. Before you leave, you plan it. So the kids know as well, okay, we're only going to spend this amount. When you get there, you make sure they stick with your budget. A housekeeping account from which bills are paid instead of separate personal accounts for household expenses. Have a credit budget as well. So I encourage having a credit budget because you may have a car loan, a mortgage, a credit card. Create a budget, how much you're going to spend. It's all about planning to spend your money. That's what the budgets are about. Having a budget is one thing, and it's made a plan. Everything is all over. It's done. Oh, we've made a budget done. It's balanced. My income is more than my expense and have a surplus. That's only half of the job. We have to track our expenses. Where did the money actually go? What did I actually spend? Because if you look at examples, what we find is that what we've spent is sometimes a lot more than what we planned to spend. So we didn't keep within our budget. That's why we need to track our expenses and compare it with our budget on a regular basis. That is very, very important. You have a budget, but equally as important is that you need to track the expenses as we go along. Otherwise the budget is no good. You'll have your real expenses, but actuals as we call it in banking, and your budget is just there. Oh, it looks pretty, but it doesn't work because you have to bring the two together. So compare actual monthly expenses with your budget and make adjustments accordingly. And you can do that every week or every 2 weeks, but try and do it happen. So you have to make adjustments as you go along. It's important to track your expenses. Now, when I teach, I think of people's challenges, of business challenges. Yes, oh, Mr. Lovis here, I must create a budget. How do I do it? You know, is there a budget sheet or budget tool? And in the past, you know, we have used spreadsheets, and you know, you make a list here and you total it up. But we get so, you know, it becomes tedious, and we get busy doing things. So I said, no, let me sit down and try to create something online that makes easier for everyone to do a budget. And so we created an online tool on the website LC Money Plan that makes it easier. Everyone is on the computer nowadays, and especially, if not everyone, almost everyone, especially the young ones, they're all on the computer. So is everybody here familiar with the computers, the internet?
Of course.
Okay. Well, I'm going to just show you an example of the website and just give you an idea of what the tool is, because I don't believe in telling you that you must do something if I don't give you the tools to do it. And that's why it's all about a tool that you can track your expenses and create a budget, and it makes it very, very easy. I believe that if you want someone to do something on a regular basis, you make it fun, and they will do it. You know, their kids are on the computer 24/7 because they like what they do. You need to have them do something positive for themselves. And what I encourage in my household, I have my kids, you create a budget. You have to have a budget. Get them at this early stage. Get your kids involved in creating a budget. It's not just for you as a mother or father. Get the children, because they're going to grow up sometime.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I didn't learn this when I was a younger person. I probably would have been in a better position today. But it's never too late. So the young ones, I'm encouraging you, start taking control of your finances, because unfortunately the days that we live in now are harder than the days gone by. The cost of living that we have now is very high compared to what we had then. So life can be tough, and it will be tougher if you don't mind your finances. So we encourage you, use technology and do these simple chores. It doesn't take much time. You can create your budget in about 5 minutes. And you can track your expenses in maybe for a week in about 5 minutes a week. It's that simple. Because when we spend money, we get receipts most time. And so it's important that we keep a record of what we have so we can track it. Okay, from here we're going to go to the expense tracker on the website, and just to give a quick look at how it is. Then we're going to get back to the presentation. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay. Have anybody heard about the website LC Money Plan? We have demonstrations on the website every afternoon between 4 and 6. So there it is. If you want it, it will open up. It's a membership site, and there's a small fee. The fee, your password will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you log into the site, you go to sign in on the top right. We have demonstrations on the website every afternoon between 4 and 6. So there it is. If you want it, it will open up. It's a membership site, and there's a small fee. The fee, your password will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you log into the site, you go to sign in on the top right. Your password will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you log into the site, you go to sign in on the top right. If you want to so if you want a reminder to pay my water bill on the 4th of every month, I can put